Hello everyone, my name is Anggun Novi, and today I will be present about tax collection in tax law. Okay? Introduction to tax collection in tax law. In tax law, tax collection is a legal machine used by the government to enforce the obligation with taxpayer file the fulfill due to this voluntarily. Tax collection serves and instruments of legal enforcement to ensure compliance, legal scrutiny, and fairness within the taxation system. Through tax collection, the state safeguards its the right to collect tax as a mandatory contribution from citizens. Definition of tax collection. Tax collection is tax law reference to service of regulation undertaken by tax authorities to collect understanding of debt from taxpayer who do not comply with tax payment obligation. These actions are carried out based on statutory regulation and involve administrative as well as a coercive measure. Tax collection emphasizes the balance between state authority and the protection and taxpayer right. Legal objective of tax collection. The primary objective of tax collection under tax law is to ensure legal compliance and the fulfillment of the obligation. Additionally, tax collection aims to uphold the principle of legal equality, mental equality before the law, and protect state revenue. By enforcing tax laws, tax collection also focuses on other terms to prevent future tax evasion. Legal basic of tax collection. Tax collection is regulated by specific tax law that provide legal authority to tax intention and officers. This law define the procedure, stage, and limit of tax collection action. The reference about of power. The legal basic ensure that tax collection in candidates are in accordance with the principle of legality, transparency, and accountability. Tax collection procedure. The tax collection process follows a structural legal procedure starting with a formal warning letter. If the taxpayer failed to respond, the auditory issue a first collection letter, followed by asset, seizure, and public auction. Instead must accompany with legal refinement to ensure the legality and validity of the collection process. Okay, type of tax collection. The tax law tax collection is defined into two main types, each with different legal characteristics and enforcement level. Passive tax collection, candidate through administrative action such as tax notice and warning letter to encourage voluntary compliance. Active tax collection involves coercive legal measures including forced collection letter, assistance, seizure, and public action. Implemented strictly under legal procedure. And the next taxpayer right and obligation. Tax law regulates the balance between taxpayer right and obligation to ensure fairness and legal scrutiny. Taxpayer right to receive secure legal information, right to submit objection and appeals, and right to legal protection during tax collection. Taxpayer obligation to pay tax correctly and on time, obligation to comply with tax regulation, and obligation to cooperate with tax authorities. Okay guys, and last for the conclusion. In conclusion, tax collection in tax law is not merely a revenue tool, but a legal and enforcement machine to ensure compliance, fairness, and legal certainty. When implemented properly and lawful, tax collection support the integrity of the taxation system and contribute to sustainable national development. Okay guys, thank you very much for your watching my video about tax collection and tax law, and see you goodbye. Bye bye.